Our next guest will be working the big fight Saturday night alongside Timothy Bradley, Max Kellerman, and Brian Kinney for the heavyweight championship showdown between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury on Fox pay-per-view. It is none other than the two-time world welterweight champion, Fox Sports boxing analyst, Showtime Shawn Porter. Shawn, welcome to the Odd Couple.
Man, I'm feeling good, feeling great. We almost there, fellas.
We are close. That's right.
We all can't wait. Let's just cut to it. Who you got and why?
Oh, man. I got
I saw you on TV already say you got Mr. Wilder, so tell us why.
I'm going to stay there. I'm going to stay with Wilder by knockout. I just think that it's hard to bet against that power. You never know when it's going to come, but he's absolutely blessed by God with something that nobody else on this planet has ever been blessed with to the capacity that he has it. And so that's why I think he's going to pull this fight out.
I know everybody wants to see it. Obviously, the last one ended in a controversial draw. Does that automatically mean there'll be a third fight? Because even here, it'll only be really 1-0 because the first fight was in a draw.
And that's my thing with this fight right here. My thing with this fight is it's easy to say Deontay Wilder is going to win by knockout because we've seen him do that in 2 rematches, and we've seen that fight after fight. However, Tyson Fury is saying, I'm going to knock out Deontay Wilder in 2 rounds. We've never seen anybody take the fight to Deontay Wilder. We don't know how he's going to react to that. Our minds say he's a fighter too. He'll fight back. But we really don't know what's going to happen until the night happens. So I think that it's very possible that we could see a trilogy here because, like you just said, the fact that neither one of them were able to pull out the first fight. When you see who wins the second one, you want to know if he's going to be able to do that again.
Exactly, it's got to be a third fight, no matter what happens on Saturday.
Now, Shawn,
I think that from a storybook standpoint, I think Tyson Fury winning this fight would be even better from a standpoint of having a trilogy because the way that Tyson Fury has to win this fight. He has to look out for a right hand the entire night. And it's like somebody said to me earlier, man, he got to play dodgeball for 12 rounds straight. And can he survive a game of dodgeball? So I love it, and I can't wait for it.
I agree with you there because if Wilder somehow knocks him out early, I'm not sure there'll be a trilogy.
Really?
We've heard Fury mention retirement later on. And, if Wilder knocks him out quickly, I don't know that they'll be clamoring for that. If Fury if Fury beats him most likely by decision or even a knockout, there would definitely be a call for a rematch.
And that's how I felt. I felt like the scenario of Deontay Wilder getting a quick early knockout, people are going to write it off and say, well, that's only going to happen again. However, I think it depends on how Tyson Fury comes out. We know that Tyson Fury is a great boxer, has great boxing movement, great head movement. He's very elusive.
Yep.
And we also know that, again, Tyson Fury is saying he wants to knock out Deontay Wilder. So hypothetically, he goes out there for the knockout, 2 or 3 rounds, and gets knocked out. We do have the story of Tyson Fury being able to make an adjustment and come back and do something completely different in a third fight.
True.
So we do have that. But I do think that if Deontay Wilder gets an early knockout, people are going to write it off, and we're going to move forward and want to see Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder versus Adam Kovnowski or someone like that.
Shawn, I'm glad you brought up that Fury is predicting an early knockout. I kind of chuckle when I hear that, and I don't believe he's even thinking that way. I think it might just be he's trying to throw off Wilder because that's really not his game. Can he? I know anybody can catch anybody in the fight game, but does he really have enough power to, 1, knock Fury or knock Wilder out, but 2, even keep Wilder off of him? Because people talk about, in your division, people talk about Floyd Mayweather's lack of power, but he got enough power to keep people off of him. You know,
I'm gonna tell you this.
Does Fury?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. First of all, lesson I learned very early on in the game, and let me remind y'all that I started doing this when I was 6 years old. I started training for this game. Speed makes power. Okay, so the guy who can get the punch there the fastest, more than likely when he connects, he's gonna have a bigger impact. Okay, so first off, let me say it. Secondly, it's the heavyweight division. you cannot measure the power of a heavyweight. We've seen Deontay Wilder knock out guys time and time again. I believe 42 or 49 for something crazy like
42 or 43. Yep.
Yeah, and here's the thing: he does not look like a guy who carries that kind of power. He's tall, he's thinner than most heavyweights we've seen, and he throws his punches from a long distance. Most heavyweights we've seen land the shorter punches, the uppercuts and the hooks, like that of Mike Tyson or maybe even Evander Holyfield, Buster Douglas, Big Daddy, Riddick Bowe. Those guys landed the short, heavy punches. Deontay Wilder throws his from a long range. If Tyson Fury is saying, I'm coming in there, I'm going to knock you out, he has heavyweight power. I don't care how many knockouts he doesn't have in comparison to Deontay Wilder. He still has something that you can't measure in boxing, and that's the unpredictable power of a heavyweight.
Shawn, would you rather see a knockout or like just a great fight that goes the distance? You know, like which one are you hoping to see?
Man, listen, I just had this conversation with TMT CEO Leonard Ellerby, and he was telling me that he thinks it's going to be quick. I said, Leonard, man, my heart wants me to have an amazing night, and I think an amazing night will be a long fight, nothing but
slugfest, right?
I think that both of these guys got that to give it to us.
Shawn, Wilder, Fury clearly outboxed Wilder in the first fight and is a superior boxer. What does Wilder need to do? Because I think he'll have adjusted better and be more ready in this second fight than he was the first fight. But what all does he have to do to get ready for Fury and be able to handle his style and really hit him? Because he hardly hit him in the first fight. What does he need to do to have a better shot of doing that in the second fight?
I'm going to tell you guys a couple of things. Number one, his very last fight against Luis Ortiz, he's down for going into 7 rounds straight. And that was because he was very patient. He didn't waste energy. He didn't waste punches. And he was actually looking for the right punch. He cannot be that patient against Tyson Fury, and I don't think that he will. I think that he'll be patient and poised, but I think that he will be a combination puncher on Saturday night, both to the head and to the body. He has to do that. He has to keep up with Tyson Fury. He cannot fall behind the scorecards on Tyson Fury. And on top of that, he said the first fight out, I had everything on top of me. I had a big weight on my shoulders. All eyes were on the heavyweight division, and I put a lot of angst on myself. He said, this time I'm much more calmer, much more poised and collected, and I'm ready for this fight. So I think he's going to be more calm. A lot of the punches that we saw woof and miss Tyson Fury, those punches will not miss. I think he'll be more accurate, which he also needs to be on Saturday night.
I know Fury's a big man, but sometimes I just look at him and watch the first fight and I see the love handles on Fury, and I just can't believe when I look at the two fighters that Fury would beat Wilder. But what am I missing as far as boxing? Doesn't matter about the body; it's about the blows, or is it about the technique or the skill? Is that what it is?
Yeah, the thing you're missing, and shame on you for missing it in the first fight or not doing research on Tyson Fury. He is very athletic. It doesn't look like it when he's walking around. It doesn't even look like it when he gets in the ring and takes off his robe.
Right.
But he's a very athletic athlete. He can move. He can punch fast. And he has reflexes that are amazing. He can see the punches before they come. Very intuitive in the ring. And I think that's the separation between him and Deontay Wilder and a lot of other, not just heavyweights, but a lot of other fighters out there. He's very intuitive. He knows what's going to happen before it happens. And that's why when you see him take off his robe and you say, that guy ain't going to beat this big, strong black man. But he's able to do those things because he's just that athletic, just that intuitive. And a lot like me, he started this at a very, very young, early age.
Shawn, quickly before you go, last time we saw you were in the Instant Classic with Errol Spence Jr. What's next for you in the ring?
You know what? I'm trying to make a decision. Do I want to wait on another classic, or do I want to just get in the ring and be seen and make money and do what I love to do? I'm really leaning towards kind of waiting to see what else shakes out in this welterweight division, find out who Manny Pacquiao is going to fight Find out if Floyd Mayweather is going to come back for a fight. Find out what Danny
Floyd
Garcia
ain't fighting
wants
none
to
of
do.
y'all.
Nah,
he might fight Conor McGregor.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to be patient and wait on God to lead me. Keith Thurman is still injured. Danny Garcia just had a few fights, fight a few weeks ago. I'm even thinking about calling him out. Of course, there's Terrence Crawford out there. I will tell y'all this. He and I have said that if it fights, it'll be because him and I agreed to it. And him and I should be speaking before the end of this weekend. So hopefully I'll know something soon.
All right, my man. Showtime, Shawn Porter. He'll be on the call with Timothy Bradley, Max Kellerman, Brian Kinney. Saturday night, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 2 on Fox pay-per-view. Thanks, brother. We appreciate it.
God bless you guys. Thank you.
Yep.